What's up, guys? This is Christian Brindle, and welcome to Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope you had a great new year. Hope the holiday seasons were fantastic for you and your family, and I hope that you're pumped and ready to just crush it in 2020 and make 2020 your best year yet in the insurance business. Whether you've been in the business for a decade, or whether you're a brand new agent or you've been in the business a year, I'm hoping that this year brings you the most success ever, and I want to be a part of that, okay? Today we're going to talk about something that I was really excited to make a video about, and that was how to make $10,000 a month as a Medicare agent. So I felt comfortable making this video because will be the first year that every single month I will make I should make comfortably at least $10,000 a month every single month between my new sales, my renewals, everything like that. Yes, I've made six figures for years, but six figures, my friends, broken down into 12 months is $8,833 a month. Now, I had plenty of months along the way that I made over $10,000, but it wasn't every single month for a year. There were probably some months here and there that I made $8,500 in a month or $9,000 in a month, something like that. So it wasn't a consistent thing for a whole year. This year it will be. I'll make at least $10,000 every single month, and I don't include January in that because of AEP money. Of course, we're all over $10,000 in January because of AEP money. So how do you make $10,000 per month as a Medicare agent in commissions? Well, there's a couple different ways to do this. So let's talk about being out in the field. Let's say you're a new agent. How can you pull this off right from the get-go? Now, I wasn't able to pull this off right from the get-go. I had months where I was making $10,000 a month as a new agent, but I never did it consistently for a whole year. But that doesn't mean that you can't. You might be better than me. You might be a better natural salesperson than I was. I was a pretty good natural salesperson, but you might be even better than I was right from the get-go. So it's always a numbers game, right? So let's say $10,000 a month, okay? $10,000 per month. How many new to Medicare Advantage people would you have to write in order to get that if you had no renewals in the books and no clients whatsoever? Well, first things first, you have to make sure that you have at least a street-level contract. If you're part of a captive agency or you're involved with an agency that takes $100 a month off the top of your commissions, you want to get out from under that situation, but that's a topic for a future video. Let's just assume you have a street-level contract. If you have a higher contract for whatever reason, it'll be easier for you to get there because you'll have a higher commission rate. Let's say you're a GA with one of these Medicare Advantage companies. But let's just use Medicare Advantage as an example. The new to Medicare Advantage commission in 2020 will be $510 per application. So let's say you write Medicare Advantage people. You'd have to write about 20 a month to get to $10,000 a month. Now that's certainly doable. Let's say there's 20 apps a month you're writing. You break that down into 4 weeks. You'd have to write 5 apps a week, okay? That's very, very doable to do, especially with all of the opportunity we have today with the internet, social media, different ways to get in front of people, okay? So, but let's say you're not capable of just coming right into the industry and knocking out 20 apps a month every month. And let's say you write some Medicare supplements along the way. Let's say you're, and you make a $250 commission right up front. Or let's say you're not even set up for advance. Let's say you're set up for month-to-month commissions on those. That's perfectly reasonable, and we all deal with things like that from time to time. So let's say you're not someone that can just come right in and make six figures in your first year. And I can sympathize with that because I didn't make six figures in my first year. I played the longer game. Now, there's certainly people in this industry that made six figures right from the get-go within their first year. And it's definitely possible. If you're one of those people, I highly encourage you to go for it. Set high targets, set high goals. That's how you have good results, by having good expectations of yourself. But let's say you are in a situation that you're not going to come right in and write 20 apps a month outside of AEP. Let's just say you don't do it. Let's say you write 10 apps a month, okay, in your first year. So 10 apps a month would give you 120 apps per year. Now, for me personally, The reason why I'm going to make $10,000 a month every month this year is because of my large clientele, my large book of business I built up over the years. So let's say you have those 120 people, and let's say 5 of them cancel during AEP. Okay? So let's say you still have 115 left. So you write those people in 2020. Going into 2021 is when those policies will stay on the books and start paying you renewals. Let's just say, hypothetically, for the sake of example, they all stay on their current plan, whether they're on Medicare supplements or whether they're on Medicare Advantage. And let's say the commission rate for Medicare Advantage street apps you write this year will be about $21.25 a month. You might make more than some supplements, but we'll just say $21 a month to play it safe. Let's just assume you have a street level contract. So $21 a month times that 115 apps you were able to keep on the books going into next year, because the way that Medicare Advantage commissions pay, guys, is simply put, they pay you upfront advanced commission the year you write the app, whether it's new to Medicare Advantage or whether it's not, or if it's Medicare supplements. That depends on how your contract is set up. I've talked to your upline about that. But they pay you advanced for Medicare Advantage the year you write the business, and then the year after, if it stays on the books, if you don't change the plan, if they don't leave you for another agent, then you start getting paid residually, month to month on that policy, okay? So if you had 115 clients on the books that was left over from this year, starting next year, you'd be pulling that in every month residually starting January of next year. So you kind of see how this thing can snowball pretty effectively. So if you're in a situation that you want to be pulling in $10,000 a month every month residually without including any of your new sales, let's say you have a street level commission contract and you might need less than this because you might make a higher percentage commission on some Medicare supplements or whatever the case may be, but we're going to use the example of a street level Medicare Advantage contract based on the commission schedule for this year, which would be about $21 monthly if you wrote it this year. You would need about 476 clients on the books to be pulling in $10,000 residually. Okay, so that's a target to aim for. So there's a couple different ways to do this, you guys. You can sell, you can make it your goal to make sure that you're selling as many as you can in a month. That should always be your goal, just so you know. And you can make $10,000 a month on new commissions right there just by selling 20 apps a month if they're new to Medicare Advantage. Even with the Medicare supplements, you want to sell anything you can, because when you sell a Medicare supplement, if you're selling a supplement plan with a drug plan, you're making the supplement, not just the supplement commission, but you're also making the drug plan commission, which I don't care what any agents say, those add up, I promise you. And you can factor all this in. You can still make a pretty good chunk of change just selling the Medicare supplements. Okay? Let's not forget that you can also learn how to bundle sales, and we'll do more videos about that on this channel. But you can sell dental, vision, hearing plans along with Medicare supplements and Medicare Advantage plans. If you're selling a Medicare Advantage plan, you can sell hospital indemnities like a GTL plan along with it, a Guaranteed Trust Life along with it, and make an extra $100 to $125 to $150 commission on top of it. There's ways to get that commission number up without selling 20 apps a month. You just got to be creative, do the math, play the numbers game, and you'll get there. And even if you're not coming right in and just lighting the world on fire and selling 20 apps a month as a new agent, if you can sell 10 a month, in a couple of years, you'll be at a point where you're making $10,000 a month residually from your existing book of business. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you got something out of this. I hope you had a great new year. If you did enjoy this video, do us a favor. Drop a like on the video. Comment on what you'd like to see me talk about on future videos. And hope you have a monster 2020. Take care.